Hey, welcome YouTube channel, Into Play Tony Murata here, and in my quest to deliver you more Cloudpost content, I'm delivering another Legacy League to record for you here today, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. For those of you that are newer to my channel, you may have never seen this version of the deck before, but it's a alternate version of Cloudpost, a different style of deck entirely, honestly, that I've been working on for quite some time. And I kind of want to give it a go here today. I've been itching to play it and experiment with a bit of some slight variations from the past. But as far as the deck plays out, let me explain a little bit. The most notable difference, you'll notice there's these ancient tombs, which I'd say is one of the more important lands here, hence the name Stompy. And rather than rely on our 1-drops, which I know is a huge part of the other list, this list is looking to just play out more threats immediately, faster, and basically just put the action out there, just go more aggressive. And in the spirit of a Stompy deck, we have Chalice of the Void, the Soul Land Disruption staple card, and additionally Sorcerous Spyglass, which is, of course, the Pithing Needle for a Chalice deck, which also is surprisingly disruptive. It's like a alternate turn 1 artifact off of Tomb to Chalice. This thing can sometimes just shut your opponent off of mana if you only see a Misty Rainforest in their hand as far as colored sources go. But yeah, these and the Once Upon a Time that should always be in green Cloudpost decks. Those are really the only non-creature, non-land decks in this build. The rest of the deck is just completely creature-based. And the thing about the creatures is we have 3 different stars here that search up lands, the ramping creatures. Good old Primeval Titan, the king of land searching. We also have Golos here. Primetime Junior searches up a single land, but also is much easier on the mana, as well as Elvish Rejuvenator, which, when it first got spoiled a couple years ago, is very intrigued, as it's essentially like a 3-mana, like a Wood Elves type card, but it has the potential to ramp out a non-basic land for the low cost of only 3 mana, given it's the land you want in the top 5 cards of your deck. It's kind of special and pretty unique. And rounding out the rest of the deck, we have our usual 3 Eldrazi Titans to close out the game, and then some flex spots, which I've ran 4 Thought-Knots in the past, but I'm going to try cutting back to 3. I think the sideboarding would be a little bit smoother with 3 of them here. And then the new experiment for me is the Reclamation Sage. We're a little bit cold to just removal in general. Typically main deck in the Reclaimer list, we have a Reclamation Sage plus the 4 Green Sun Zenith. It's 5 ways to kill whatever it is you want. And this should be easy to play off of these caverns. They're already naming Elvish Rejuvenator. And additionally, just bumps up the green card count a little bit more to make these Force of Vigors that I intend to side in quite often a little bit more consistent. So, yeah, disruption in the form of a creature is something I'm looking forward to trying here today. But, okay, one more thing about the mana base. The way this deck plays out, compared to the strategy being entirely revolve around Cloudpost, I think of this build more of as basically a cast of 3 great lands. Cloudpost is just one of the 3. And you also have Ancient Tomb and Cavern of Souls, which Cavern is kind of my pet card that I've been looking to try and abuse with Cloudpost for a really long time. And basically between these 3 lands, you utilize whatever you need most to try and get to the ramp creatures and just go forward that way. Sometimes the Cloudpost just is going to happen at the very end of the game and get you to the same old ramping into Eye of Ugin endgame. but a lot of times Ancient Tomb is there to carry you if you like just need to go quick, like ramping into Golos quickly. And Cavern of Souls, obviously, if you need to fight through counter spells. And then Vesuva as well. 4 Vesuvas might seem like a ton, but together with the versatility of these 3 lands, Vesuva actually really shines in this deck. So hopefully we'll get to see and get to witness how, why this is true. Sorry, I'm like bumbling this end of this deck tech description. Probably do another one in the future if people are interested. But yeah, we have a few singleton lands with no ways to search them up, like no crop rotation, no reclaimer, no map. Our singletons are only going to be lands that we'd want to find way later in the game, off of like a Golos or a Prime Time, which is essentially like the closers, Eye, Karakas, the Lifesaver, Chasm, and then Cataracts, which is... I've come to like it quite a bit. Obviously to activate Golos, but also just being an untapped source that's indestructible has quite a bit of value. Yeah. Yeah, I did top 16 a showcase, a legacy showcase with this some number of months ago. But this was during that time when Wizards of the Coast somehow lost track of like digital deck lists for like 2 weeks. I think the event was won by like JTL playing Espervile. But yeah, that event I top 16 with Stompy Post, and nobody will ever know about it. Man. Like, just having one good finish would have been nice for like this particular build. But oh well. You're just going to have to take my word for it and trust me that that definitely happened. But yeah. Sideboards, just simple 4-0s, swaps of the deck with portions of the sideboard as we see fit. And yeah, I hope we just have some fun. Hope you get to see this deck at its finest. So yeah, let me know if you're down to see more brews or this Stompy build in particular. Just let me know in the comments. Part of my content creation mission is to show you the variations and many different ways you can choose to build Cloudpost decks in Legacy, and this is definitely my favorite one besides like the mainstream list. So yeah, let's get to some games. Welcome to round 1 of this league with our Stompy Post variant. We are on the draw here. Yorion. Let's try this on the draw. Ether Vial. If I can get to these Spyglasses in time. That's a pretty obvious thing to Spyglass. Damn. Oh, that was a little greedy, but as long as we draw one more land this next 2 turns, we should be good. That's bad, though. Alright. It's not looking super good for the Stompy version. Yeah, I probably should have just been safe about it. Just led with Forest. I'm just like a turn behind. Come on, Cloudpost. I'll take a couple more draws. Not under a ton of pressure, so that's nice at least. Death and Taxes is definitely not as good of a matchup for this version as the regular Reclaimer one. Walking Ballista. — 29 lands in this deck. I think we draw into them eventually. Yeah, let's take a Cavern of Souls. Let's name Elf. Just because I expect our green mana to be tapped down via port. Come on, just if you draw a mana source, it might be fine. Damn it, that's frustrating. So you're gonna take 6 here. Alright, I'll scoop to that. I was greedy, got punished. We have 29 lands in the deck. And we only drew like 3 or 4. So... Alright. Against D&T, I'm just gonna cut the Thought-Knots. Chalice is bad as well. Let's bring in Force of Vigors. For the ever-annoying Ether Vial. But yeah, this is definitely my secondary Cloudpost list. And honestly, I think it's a good competitive deck if it gets tuned well enough. It did top 16 a Legacy Showcase some number of months ago. Hand's a little slow, but I'm gonna try it. Mostly due to the safety of so many basics. Let's not be risky here. Let's just lead with Basic Forest. Alright. I imagine one of these Spyglasses will probably name Wasteland. Wow. It's a lot of lands. Wasteland, Field, Karakas. Let's just say Wasteland. Man, we better win this game. I don't really know why they would keep that hand, to be honest. It's not bad. Alright, we're in the same spot again. Or just don't have another mana. I think I'm just saying Wasteland a second time. I don't really care about the field. And I expect one of these Spyglasses to be answered eventually. Couple more basics. Alright, I guess Cataracts, the best thing we got here. If I don't draw land next turn, then I will just play a 2/2 Ballista. That's annoying. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm gonna Force of Vigor now at this point. And slow them down as much as possible. And I think this Golos is really all I'm gonna need. Cool. Karakas, I guess. Man, no Cloudpost, no Ancient Tomb. Karakas is really good, though. Perfect. Just protect our Golos. Let's get a Cloudpost here. Okay, they conceded. Yeah, I wouldn't have kept that hand if I were the opponent. Only lands, one wasteland. I don't know, I'm no D&T expert by any means though, so I have no idea really. I'm gonna ship this. This is a little better. Let's put this chasm back. I'll likely just play Cloudpost, hope to dodge a wasteland for one turn. If we can do that, we should be in good shape. No Cloudpost, or no wasteland, no wasteland. Yes. Stoneforge. Cauldra. Alright, let's likely name Wasteland with the Spyglass. Cauldra, Skyclave, Solitude. You know, I could give up some long-term protection. Name Stoneforge instead of Wasteland here. That's probably worth doing. Sweet. I think I'm going to get Tabernacle with this Golos. Most likely. Ooh. That's not bad. Yeah, let's just Glimmerpost. I know they have Solitude. Tabernacle. I could try and dodge another white card for a turn. Get Karakas instead. This Cauldron is going to be a problem, though. Yeah, so we'll pay that. Solitude, pitching Thalia. What's the plan here? Do I know their last card in hand? I wasn't paying super close attention. I might be down to just play Yavimaya, play a Ballista for 4, or 4/4 Ballista, kill this Skyclave. Mostly just to get my, oh, I don't get my thing back. Never mind. Thinking like every other. Alright, well I might just be using this Ballista to race then. Just say giant. block this thing with our illusion token. Mostly because I don't want to pay the tabernacle cost next turn. Oh, his trample. Maybe they'll buy me enough time. Recruiter. Please, I'm probably gonna get Solitude. Damn. Freaking Solitude. Alright, let's do some damage at least. At least put this on. I suppose I should leave enough mana to cast like a prime time if I draw it. Like what's 7 damage compared to 6 really? Okay, let's just do this now. I honestly could just take the life a bit too. Already on my way now. Alright. Find me something once. It's prime time. Gotta live one more turn here. But I'm definitely taking that. Go to 7 here. These are kind of threatening. Actually, I guess not super threatening. I should try and kill this spirit this turn before they have Mother of Runes. Let's definitely get our prime time down. I think we get Eye Glimmer here. 11 mana or 11 life should be good. Eye Glimmer. And then let's actually play the Reclamation Sage, just to give another body out here. Alright, Primetime lives. Let's just block here. Once again, I don't want to pay the Tabernacle. Okay, they conceded. Alright. Score 1 for the Stompy build. Despite that awful game 1. Hey, welcome to round 2 of this Stompy Post League. We're on the draw here. Not a whole lot of action here. Also no mana acceleration, but plenty of lands. And being on the draw makes me... I'm willing to try it. Start with most likely with the boring old safe basic forest. Up to 4. Might mean that they're like an oops all spells kind of deck, which would be terrible. Or they just got legitimately terrible opening hands. Against a 3. Close to just immediate scoop territory now. Not gonna lie, if they mold a 3 and they're on the play, we better not lose this one. That'd be some real bullshit. I mean, that's the worst possible thing. Alright, what is the plan here? With just Thought-Knot Seer. Man, not even like an Ancient Tomb or a Cloudpost at all here. But yeah, Thought-Knot. Best case scenario, they just don't have any gas for the longest time, and this Thought-Knot can pull off like some payoff spell. And also just deliver the beats. Don't think the choice of land's really going to matter all that much here. I'd like to draw an Ancient Tomb. Play this Thought-Knot, please. Also, please not kill me. Okay. Please give me one more turn. They know about the Thought-Knot as well, so if they're considering doing anything risky, they're probably just going to go for it. There's that Ancient Tomb. Could have used that way a long time ago. Don't kill Tony, please. Don't kill me. Alright. Let's take a look-see at the Thought-Knot. See what we find. Okay, no payoff spell. That's probably a good thing. What's their mana? They have 4 mana, even if I take this Dark Ritual here. That means I just die to whatchamacallit, any payoff spell from them. It might be better to just take the Agadeem's Awakening here, right? I guess it just doesn't really matter. Like, I just need to dodge a payoff spell next turn for sure. But if I get the second Thought-Knot Seer off this next turn, then I'll definitely take the Ritual then. But let's take this Awakening when it's exposed here. Just play this out in case I draw like a prime time next turn. For the love of God, just kill him as fast as possible. Please do not draw one of your 8 payoff cards. Yes. Ooh. That's probably not terrible either. Let's see what you drew. Actually, my life total just doesn't matter. Cabal Ritual. Probably just Dark Ritual in here. They still have lethal mana if they find what they need. Let's see. I should probably just do some combat math here. Like how, like I might just play this Rec Sage out, and just to apply more pressure. They'll be at 14 after this attack. Next turn they'll take 9 at least. Put them to 5. I guess the Rec Sage doesn't make a difference. Yeah, I'd rather Spyglass the Informer as well. Oh my god. We're so close. I feel like we're gonna die this next turn. I think like we've lived just a little bit too long. Alright, now they only have 4 outs. Belstered Spy is what they need. Don't do stuff, opponent. Don't do stuff. Okay, this is good. Please don't do stuff. Yes. Oh my god. This is like the most anemic set of draws. And I don't think there's any reason to play Rec Sage out still. One more turn. Can we do it? Don't do it, opponent. Yeah! We beat an opponent that mulled to 3. I'm so proud. Literally the entire sideboard is coming here. Most of it not even that great. Actually, Faerie Macabre's pretty great here. As our particular graveyard hate card. Okay, so this is like one of those combo matchups that's vastly improved compared to the Reclaimer build. So that's nice. Let's just take out anything that's like even a little bit slow. I still want 7 more cards. That's the worst thing that's still left. I don't need all these green cards. Maybe cut some prime times. I'd rather the Force of Vigors be there to hit like Chrome Mox that are being played in separate turns to try and play around Mindbreak Trap. And maybe I don't even need Spyglass. Just, maybe I'm just playing to not die to either of those 2 threats, and Spyglass only hitting the Informer like half of their payoffs. Makes it not worth keeping. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, 61 cards. Not to make another cut. Yeah, let's keep. And snap keep as well, to make him think that, oh yeah, this hand is stacked. The main strength of this hand being the Once Upon a Time, to then find Faerie Macabre, we hope. We hope, we pray. A turn. A second main phase. Huh. Let us play a Cloudpost here and just pass. I would not like to show them the Faerie Macabre until they just go for their thing. Because obviously if they see it at some point. Here they go. Here we go. I hope they don't Thoughtseize here. The Informer, okay. Informer. They can do this. I mean, it's all going to come down to if we find a Faerie Macabre. Let's take a look at their list at least. So all the Pact Negations are in deck. So at least they can't counter anything. The ritual will happen. There's also no Memories Journey. Alright, what am I waiting for? Let's just find out right now if we're dead or not. Let us know right now. Yes. Victory. And before anything happens, just do this right now. Before they weasel their way out of this. Thassa's Oracle, and Dread Return. Yeah. GG's. Oh, it's a good victory. Man, maybe I should give Faerie Macabre more credit. Like, I feel like it's generally weaker than like Surgical and other graveyard hate options that I'll usually play. But like this particular situation, Macabre is awesome. Yeah, this card definitely has its moments. Good win, good win. 2-0. Here goes round number 3. 2-0 and on the play. Hopefully we get some cool, interesting matchups these next 3 rounds. So you guys can see more of the Stompy variation. See like some of the strengths of the deck. Against anything slow, this hand is incredible. And there's so many lands, I'm just gonna try it. Hopefully we get less of the combo decks and more fair magic. Try and show some more of the Stompy gameplay. Hope they're not thinking about wastelanding. That's not the hesitation here. Swamp. Opponents, you're not supposed to play these decks. Riding Regisaur. That's not what I was expecting. That's not terrible. We're on the clock still. Alright. If I need to play the Thought-Knot down to chump, I can play Eye of Ugin next turn. Would love to just draw like a Glimmerpost though. It's a race to get to this Golos. Trinisphere. Oh, this might be like Curse Stompy. Or something like that. Glimmerpost would put me at the critical life total of 22 as well. Make this dinosaur have to hit me 4 times instead of 3. If they Karn here, I probably need to play the Thought-Knot. Okay, this is good. Let's see. If I take the 2 from Tomb, go to 11, I probably will chump with the Thought-Knot then to not take this. The following turn, tap the Tomb again, go to 9. At that point, I would need to, like, say if I go get Karakas with Golos, get like an engine going with that, then I would maybe I just Thought-Knot this turn for sure. They'll have 1 card after their next turn to do this thing. And maybe I won't even jump with the Thought-Knot. Now let's do that. If I take 7, go to 4. Uh-oh. That's very annoying. Crystalline Giant. Okay. I don't think they'll do this, but I would like them to attack with both of these creatures. And please let me kill your agent. Your opposition agent. This is expected. Alright, let's not jump here, because I would like to play the Golos down. Oh, now I guess I'm forced to jump if they swing with both cards. But I don't think they'll do that, because then they just die. Or then I can search, I can jump, and then life gets better. This thing just doesn't die, right? No. What's this Golos searching up? That's the real question. Cloudpost here? If I go to 2, no more Ancient Tomb. And maybe I just pray that I find... like, get a good draw next turn then. Kind of feel like that's the play. Nothing here is trample, right? Hope not. Oh, it doesn't search. Alright, this is kind of terrible. I mean, I guess I needed to play another blocker out anyway. This hand played out really poorly given this matchup, though, for sure. You may search. No, I would not like to do that, please. I'm dead to another agent flashed in here. Huzzah. Playline. Okay. Okay, interesting. I mean, this is probably the best case scenario for me here. Let us chump with Thought-Knot on the Regisaur. I'm going to keep the Golos around in case I draw like a... I don't know, I just think a Golos is better to have around at this point. And even if they draw the card, they'll just have to discard it to Regisaur next turn. But getting rid of this agent is super important. This Golos might be on chump block duty. And yes, it will be forced to here. Yeah, these are some poor draws, I gotta say. Probably just say Helm of Obedience here. I know there's very likely to be Karn Great Creators in their deck too, but this Helm will just kill us next turn. Yeah, stupid dinosaur. And everybody's just had to chump this thing. Uh-oh. How about that call? Chump block, please. Is there any way I tap this the best? What am I looking for also? Rejuvenator? That wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, there's Rejuvenator. Okay. This gives us the best possible survival. Let's say Giant again, I guess. Cloudpost, Chasm's not good here at all. I must keep throwing chump blockers out. Chump blocker, please. Yes, okay. Are we gonna do it? Alright, what's the land here? Glimmerpost? I kind of think that should be. How am I tapping things here as well? That's another question. I mean, Glimmerpost would play around like a opposition agent flashed in, killing me. I mean, I'll still be forced to chump with Golos then, but that would play around another blocker, or another attacker, excuse me. Cloudpost would be the better payoff later, but I think I need to just get Glimmerpost here and just feel safer to me. I wonder if I could have tapped this better some other way. Possibly been able to activate this Eye of Ugin end of turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I can tap a tomb next turn. Can search with the eye then, and then figure it out from there. This dinosaur just can't get through. Ooh. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Could get like another Golos. A Golos, but take 2 from a tomb. Additionally, with the Golos, maybe I want to get Yavimaya with this Golos, if that's what I'm doing. Because that would... Let's see, 7... Yeah, that would let me play the Thought-Knot, and would also offer me like 2 extra mana next turn. Maybe that's just worse than just getting another Glimmerpost, though, at that point. Let's see. I would like to get this Thought-Knot down. Can I do that also? Let's see. How is the best way to do the mana with this? Like, can I get the Golos? Maybe Glacial Chasm doesn't even feel like the worst thing as well. Let me make use of these tombs. I'll be at 3, so that would give me like 1 more turn beyond what I already have. Let's make sure they don't have another agent, I guess. Maybe I can clear that out of the way with this Thought-Knot. No, I can't do everything I want to do. I just have to take some hits here. Yes, okay. Golos. Yeah, let's get Glacial Chasm here. Right. If I get Glimmerpost, alright, let's rethink this. Go to 7, play Tomb, go to 5, Thought-Knot Seer, potentially stop this Regisaur, and also still be building my mana. But then man, these tombs are such a pain in the ass. Maybe Glimmerpost is just better though. Just take another 2 for this Thought-Knot, and then be able to block this guy and finish him off for good. Because I haven't made my land drop yet. Also, like, the Thought-Knot could have potentially been more useful next turn in clearing potential agents out of the way. Fucking opposition agent making me scared. Okay, now I can get another Golos at the very least and not have to tap a tomb to do that. That's pretty nice. I will 100% double block this Regisaur. I know they'll draw their card. This This has been a crazy game. This is not disappointed, so can't ask for anything more. Karn. The fuck? Ah, suspense. What is it? I guess we're at Ulamog mana even this next turn, if I really want to. What am I saying want to? Of course I want to Ulamog. There's never a time when I wouldn't want to Ulamog. I'd have to tap 1 tomb at the moment to do that. Oh, Karn, okay. Yeah, I feel like Ulamog has to happen. It is essential that Ulamog happens here. Sweet, I don't even need to take any Ancient Tomb damage. That's nice. Let's say Dinosaur in honor of their Regisaur. I don't know why I tapped this way. Force myself to click more. Alright, let's just hit Karn, just get that out of the way. I'm kind of inclined to just hit their mana now, too. Like Cydia Traders. That takes them off the most, potentially. Stuff later. Yeah. Yeah! Oh, man. Barely pulled that one out. Just a string of chump blockers for a zombie dinosaur. Best game of the league thus far. Alright, what's coming in? I haven't played against curses in a while. And this is not the famed Reapel cheap, luckily. The master of this build. I do want Force of Vigor. That's like always the case against Karn decks. Also, we saw that ley line. Yeah, let's actually bring the ballistas in to help against the agents. If that happens again. I guess this is not a Chalice deck. Yeah, especially since they have Chalices themselves. And I generally would probably cut Glacial Chasm in this type of matchup, especially in like the Reclaimer list, just because curses, other than that dinosaur that I guess beat us down last game, they typically just don't have very many ways to damage us. But since this deck is a little bit more limited on its land selection, I'm gonna keep the Chasm in. Just in case I have to like survive a dinosaur once again. Can't decide what the last cut should be. Just some Goloses. Take away some searching in case they play that stupid agent card. God, I hate it so much. This here hand. I'm gonna take a chance on this. Needs a little bit more mana, but you see that Kozilek Butcher of Truth? I think it's gonna be in sight. I take a Cloudpost or a green source off this Once Upon a Time. Yavimaya would probably be like the jackpot hit. Likely lead with Cloudpost. We'll go from there. Depending on the draw next turn, like say I draw like an Ancient Tomb, I might decide to use the Once Upon a Time then to see if Rec Sage turn 2 is going to be a possibility, and that might factor into my decision of what land to play. Like that might turn me away from going Cloudpost turn 1. But at the moment, Cloudpost is on the menu. It's the first turn. The first land drop. In case they do have Agent, the sand is not weak to it, so that's nice. Opponent has mulled to 6 so far. I can't believe that game won. If you have any doubts about this Stompy list, that game could show you that this deck can also pull it out. Uh-oh. Crystalline Giant. Okay, that's the least threatening thing I think that could happen here. Yeah, let's Once Upon a Time right here. I'd like to find Ancient Tomb now. No Tomb. I like the other Cloudpost though, that's for sure. Am I playing Forest here, or am I playing Cloudpost? If I play Cloudpost, that would make the Spyglass on track to hit next turn. The Forest would make the Reclamation Sage be possible if Ancient Tomb is the draw instead. But they have one card in hand. I kind of want to try and get this Reclamation Sage down ASAP. So let's play more towards that and play the Forest here this turn. I'm going to take the Cloudpost this turn, though. Not this Once Upon a Time. So Ancient Tomb would be our best draw next turn. I'd like to kick their Chrome Mox. Just be done with that. Take them off as much mana as possible. Alright. Hope we don't get punished. It's annoying. Ooh. Yeah, I think Reclamation Sage is still just better here. Let's see, if Rejuvenator hits, like a Cloudpost, we're in Kozilek territory the following turn. Yeah, what am I really scared of at this point, honestly? Maybe I just go big here, just try and attempt to close it out. Let's do it. Yeah, this is not a coward stream. Or a coward's recording. We're doing it. I don't know how long I have to fear this thing, too. But hopefully not long. Sweet, this will let me play the Reclamation Sage as well as Kozilek. Let's not chump right here. This thing has Menace. Let's see if I go to 5. Can this thing kill me next turn? Like, I was wondering how long I have before I have to worry about this thing. Apparently not very long. No, let's not block this. There's no double strike in here, right? Uh-oh. That's scary, though. So this is probably going to force my hand with the Reclamation Sage, at least. Oh, it's Hexproof. Oh, fuck. It's, Oh, we have Prime Time. Oh, no, Opposition Agent. Jeez, okay. Toady, focus. It's important. Let's just Kozilek here. let's start with that. Start with the big guy. Now let us Rexage the Chromox. I think that's the next best thing. Try and take them off of doing anything else further. Initially, I wanted to hit this giant, because I was feeling a little bit threatened by that. But we are close to being in the clear now. And then next turn, if I can play the second Rex Sage, hit the ley line, and Kozilek just annihilates it all. Finishes it all off. Yeah. Watch this, everybody. Watch the Kozilek annihilation happen. A dinosaur is not as big as a 12-12. Really? Yeah, they should not attack. From their point of view, yeah, they get to keep one permanent now. Let us annihilate them for good. And the Spyglass as well. Helm. Alright, they're dead. Let the big guy finish him. Or no, there's lethal as well. Finish them and clear their board. Man, if you thought Curse's Stompy was mean, wait till you see Stompy Post. You've won the battle of the Stompy decks. We're 3-0. Good round so far. Let's see if we can do it. Come to round number 4 on the draw and still undefeated. The Stompy list. Good showing this far, but we're gonna mull this one. Yeah, this is better. Got our Sacred turn 1 Ancient Tomb into Chalice most likely, possibly Spyglass. We'll see what we're up against. But what is going back? That's the question. So if they play like Ragavan, if they happen to be Delver, I don't mind the Karakas. But other than that, I feel like Karakas is kind of like the worst card here. Maybe Rexage ends up being relevant, but also it might not at all. And also we don't have the green mana for it. Maybe we pitch the Rexage. Let's put the Rexage back. I don't know. I don't know what's more generally useful between Rexage and Karakas. No, let's keep Rexage. I sense that Rexage will be important here. I don't think a player with a name like Oloili would play. They wouldn't play the best deck in the format, would they? The best card, Ragavan. They wouldn't do that. I don't know, we haven't had the Delver challenge yet this league. I feel like it's going to happen. I don't even know if we've got had an Ancient Tomb as the first land thus far yet. I feel like we haven't. Actually, the Rexage should be fine here, actually. I feel like, yeah, Karakas would have been nice too, though, so. Now, it's Once Upon a Time. Then, Chalice and Spyglass are both potentially pretty good here. Chalice stopping, like, crop rotation. I think I will probably leave a Chalice. Let's hope we find our forest here, though. Or a green source, I guess. That's the most critical. Okay, there's Forest. Yeah, let's Tomb Chalice to lead off. Main purpose of this to turn off crop rotation. Barring like a crop rotation right now, this minute, with the flagstones. Damn it. I mean, there's no way to stop that, I guess, so it is what it is. I hope they don't Knight of the Reliquary this next turn. Shit. Alright. Man. How about like ditching that Karakas? Was that a bad decision, do you think? I think it was. I think that was a fatal decision. I made the wrong call. I wish I hadn't gotten rid of that Karakas. Stupid Rec Sage. Just a turn too slow. Maybe. What's my hope here? That they don't activate this immediately. Let's try and snoop in and hit him with a Spyglass. If they make it, scoop on the spot. So depth decks are going to be among the more difficult ones for this list versus the Reclaimer ones. So yeah, this is a challenge. I think I want the Creature Hate and the Force of Vigors here, given what we saw this first game. Chalice is still pretty useful. It's superb. But I think taking them off Crop Rot, especially when we're on the play, is going to be worth it. It's got the Thought-Knots. I want this many Force of Vigors. Maybe I actually don't. I mean, I already have the Rec Sages to answer. No, let's just try the Creature Hate. Just that. On the draw, if I get a game 3, I might swap out some or all of the Chalice of the Voids in exchange for some forces. There's that Karakas that I should have kept last time. Let's keep this though. I think I'd like to find a tomb here. Get the Spyglass down immediately. Potentially a green source also. But the Vesuva, with the opponent being a green deck, also can be my green mana in a pinch. Let's slow as a Vesuva. Multi 5. I think the worst decision I made today is keeping a Rec Sage and not Karakas. My senses were wrong. Ancient Tomb dealing damage is also like a liability in this kind of thing too, and depth is involved. God, that's a terrible one. Retaken here. Kind of leaning towards the Golos, honestly. Yeah, I would have taken like a Cloudpost at this point. We needed to work towards something though, and this Golos is happening much sooner than prime time is. And being on the play in this particular very specific situation is also kind of annoying, just because Vesuva now can't copy a green source as fast as I would prefer to. Alright, I guess I just have a step anyway, so it's not even the worst. Believe I'm playing the Karakas here. Reason being is that, in case I draw like a Cloudpost next turn, Karakas is the land that I really want to get into play, and so like I kind of have to make use of my land drops and get the important lands in when I can. Yeah, so probably have to name Wasteland here. Stage, depths, and ending. God. Okay, well, I'm saying Wasteland for sure. No doubt about that. This opponent's kind of hateful, looking at that hand. Being at 21 life, though, is kind of nice, I'll say. Okay. So... what are the thoughts on Vesuving Thespian Stage? I kind of don't hate that. Next turn, if I draw like an Ancient Tomb, Golos can happen. Yeah, let's copy the stage here. That gives us some play. Maybe to psychologically mess with their Dark Depths plan. I'd like them to not find a second color source, though. I want that ending to take away my Spyglass. Everything will unravel then. If I had come into play tapped land this turn or not. And if so, what's the copy? No, I think I play an untapped land for sure here. Glimmerpost or Cavern of Souls. Reason being is so I can hold up my stage activation and also Karakas, and giving me the most outs. If they pass here this next turn, I might make the stage a wasteland. But if they can't answer my own stage, then I'll definitely not play the depths out. That's for sure. Uh-oh, what's this? Got another wasteland. Yeah, please do not double wasteland me, opponents. Please do not find another color. This game is riding on them not finding that here. Yes. Okay. Let's just make this a wasteland. Threaten that at least. I'll play this wasteland game. Two can play that. You know? Copy this Thespian Sage that's copying a wasteland. Alright, let's just play Golos. Just try and close it here. Close it ASAP. And I'll just get a Cloudpost here. Let's say Giant with this. But we gotta tap everything here. Oh, maybe I should get, whatchamacallit, Cataracts. But I'm still a mana off next turn at the moment for getting this prime time down. Unless I draw a green source. Let's not give them a green source to copy, by the way. Yeah, let's just get Cloudpost here. They're really hurting you for like a second color of mana. Man, double wasteland next turn things could still fall apart for us pretty badly though. feel like if we make it through this turn, we're good. And even if they do get the Nightmare double Wasteland off against us, they're setting themselves back on a lot of mana. So it doesn't even feel terrible. Yeah. What's going on? What's happening? Force of Vigor. Ooh. Scary. Okay, what's happening here? I think I need to Karakas for sure. I also believe I should... Like, if they double Wasteland, they're likely hitting Karakas and the Cloudpost. But I could at least get myself a second Cloudpost right now at this stage, which would give them like 3 like really good lands to hit with these Wastelands, though. Yeah, I like doing that. Oh no, shit. Can I not do this? Why can I not? It's a Vesuva. What the fuck? Yeah, why can I not? Isn't this a Vesuva that copied a stage that copied a... Oh, okay, I see now. Because I can't activate Wasteland. Ah, interessante. I guess this is fine still. But let's definitely return this. Let's see them make the first move here with the Spyglass. And then we'll go from there. Now my stage can do its thing. My Vesuva stage Wasteland. They should do something right here. Okay. In response, do this. Yeah, okay, this is definitely better to not just tap these glimmers. This becomes a copy of this Cloudpost. In response, you Wasteland this, then. Okay. I'm gonna Wasteland this second Cloudpost. Yeah. No hats. Okay, interesting. Well, in that case, I'm definitely Vesuvaing this. Come on, Ulamog. Get there next turn. Get there, boy. And luckily they don't know about the Ulamog. It's good. Yeah, now they're so short on mana too, so they tied themselves into a difficult situation. Also not hitting a second color. It's pretty rough. How many artifacts? We haven't really seen too many artifacts out of them. So I'm not super excited about bringing those Force of Vigors in. Yeah, let's keep the Chalices still. I think it's more worthwhile to be able to stop crop rotation. Not good. This is a poor hand. For a number of reasons. This is also bad because of these expensive cards. It's definitely the best. And this Emrakul just won't stay out of our hand. Come on, man. Alright, I think we're putting back Emrakul and Glimmerpost. That gives us the ability to Spyglass turn 1. If Once Upon a Time finds like a Rejuvenator or something, Maybe do that turn 2. And then maybe a Ballista can hold them off for long enough. Let's do that. Keep the most possible amount of disruption. I feel like the chances of us getting a trophy this league, though, they're dimming, though. This mold of 5. Okay. Ooh. That might be a better use of this tomb turn 1. Let's see what this gets us. Man. I was hoping for like a better land here, but these are both pretty... Nothing here's all that great, really. Are we taking Golos and just hoping that we hit land these next couple turns? We play it more safe and get... I think we have to take a land. The one land we're given here, this Cavern. I hope they don't wasteland this next turn, because I want to Chalice immediately. First thing. Come on, Stompy deck. Killing me here. And this Reclaimer is so far away from being Ballista'd. Yavimaya is not superb against Knight of the Reliquary either, to be sure. Sylvan Library, okay. That is a problem. Ooh. What is happening here? I'm killing this library, I think. That's the thing. Yeah, I'll just play Yavimaya. They have 2 green already anyway, so why not? Let's take away their slow Sylvan Library. Been liking the addition of these 2 Rec Sages to the main deck. Gives us a little bit of some hate cards. There's that Wasteland, though. The hated Wasteland. Damn it. God. This Ballista's going to be not so great either. But at last I will get this Spyglass down. Giant here. Okay. What are we up against at the moment? Knight of the Reliquary, Crop Rot, Prismatic Ending. God. It's a lot of bad stuff to see. I mean, their mana is kind of tied up a ton already. So that makes me not super excited to name Reclaimer. Because next turn they could potentially... See, I guess they could Ending the Chalice and then Crop Rot immediately for a Wasteland. But doing that even would, like... It takes away so many of their resources, though. Maybe I don't care about that. It's really either Wasteland, I guess, or Reclaimer here. Yeah, let's say Wasteland. I don't want that Crop Rot to happen if I can help it. Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, I can't stop Knight either from just giving them gas. Man, maybe Knight is the call here. Just continuous Wastelands I can't deal with, is the thing. Maybe I'm just playing to tax their mana as much as possible. Man, I wish we didn't lose that Ancient Tomb. Really would have liked to kill this Reclaimer. Yeah, let's take the Knight. Because that Knight is also being very effective via my Yavimaya. I'm thinking if I can get to a spot as well where this Ballista would be big enough for me to either kill Knight or kill Reclaimer. Man, I never realized how much poorly Chalice of the Void is positioned now with Prismatic Ending being a thing. As if this famous lock piece needed more cards to make it weaker over the years. Man, stupid Sylvan libraries. Stupid double Sylvan library. Another thing I could potentially do, if they go really low and risky with that library, maybe they get down to like to 4 or something. I could swing in and ballista them. Ooh. Just finish them. That last little bit of damage. Like, how much do you fear my ability to deal damage, opponents? This first library trigger will be the test. If you don't pay 8 here, though, I'm going to abandon that plan. If they do pay it, it's on the table. And I've always been a big fan of Walking Ballista as a card. It's been ousted from the Reclaimer list. But I do really like it in the this list in particular, though. Ooh, they're short on mana. I kind of like that. Ooh. It's too greedy to, like, try and get this Ballista down the following turn. So I think I just have to kill that Dryad Arbor. Yeah, because then Night definitely happens. Yeah, this Ballista's not going to hit anything meaningful anytime soon. Like, more so than the Dryad Arbor, at least. Let us just swing in with this Reclamation Sage, I think. Nah, what does that really do for me? I guess it's probably better to just hold back the or to block the Reclaimer, assuming they find their 3rd land, and then play the Knight next turn. But I will kill this Dryad Arbor here. I mean, that must have been a disappointing library trigger last turn for them, if they didn't find another land. At least we got a Cloudpost. There is hope now. I'd love to find that Tabernacle soon. They would be pretty taxed. Taxed pretty heavily if you can find that. It's possible I might have lost this game just putting off the Spyglass for as long as I did. But I think the decisions were correct, though, given the course of the game. The Sylvan Library I found, especially against the Scream White Depths deck, Library is just like, it's paramount that you remove that card, like, ASAP. This opponent's not going to die to a Ballista out of nowhere, so... Not bad. Come on, give us our... Find us that Tabby. Tabernacle. Cloudpost, Tomb. Alright. We're at the point where we could find a good threat. I guess we need to do that this next turn, because we were dead to depths. Oh no, Knight. can't happen. Cool. Just throw on extra green mana for the giants. Come on. Please find us a threat. We trust you, deck. Time is running out. Like, they could use the Reclaimer, get Dark Depths, and make the thing next turn. Because of this Yavimaya that I've given them. So it's really like, we have to hit something good this next turn or it's game over. All up to that. So my hope is that they're just being, they're tight on mana enough to not be able to do what they want. Just buy me enough time to find a win con. So suppose in a perfect world, we draw Prime Time this next turn and we get to resolve it. What lands are we getting then? Eye of Ugin? Being safe and getting something like Chasm, multiple Glimmerposts. I guess it would depend on what they decide to do on their own turn here. Because if they don't tap anything, we are at risk of just dying to like Force of Vigor, Night, finding depths, and then just killing us the next turn. With this Prime Time that we're definitely going to draw this next turn. So yeah, let's see what they do this turn. My great YouTube audience, if you enjoyed this kind of a brew, I've been working on this this alternate Cloudpost list for a while. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff. If you don't, I won't be offended. It's it. Oh god. But yeah, it's alright, now I think we're just screwed. What was I saying? Yeah, this is the Stompy deck. I think it's not the worst. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this deck in particular. We got close to a trophy this league. We hit a bad matchup. We mulled to 5 this game, unfortunately. It's looking like it's not going to happen now. I guess it's not entirely over, but... yeah, I am convinced this is a decent kind of stompy deck for what it's worth. Some of these games this league thus far, I do kind of feel like we had more... wish we had more gas. I feel like we run out of business spells at points. Maybe I need to trim some of the lands if I want to tune it up. Also, like, one of the weaknesses of these Rec Sages, like, if the utility is worth it, Rec Sage is probably worth keeping. Like, I have enjoyed it quite a bit thus far. But in its place, we could put, like, more Ballistas, for example, or the 4th Thought-Knot. I played, like, Stone Coil in this list in the past. Just up the threat count a bit. I'm at 29 lands as well, out of 61. If you have an opinion on which of those 29 lands I should cut to make it an even 60, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear what people's thoughts are. But at some point, I'll probably do a challenge with this build. Maybe when I'm back to streaming. Maybe for a recording also. And yeah, I can explain some card choices a little bit more in depth. More so than the brief deck tech that you're going to get at the start of this video. Which I'm going to record afterwards. You would never know that from my superb video editing though. Ooh, they're taking a risk here. Come on. Prime time. Prime time. Okay, never mind. We're just dead. could we possibly get here? Like, we need Karakas and Tabernacle somehow. No! You fucking Cloudpost! Or you crop rotation. Urgh! Man, if they didn't have that, fuck. We could have played this. We would have had 2 Locust lands at the time. I think we get Tabernacle. That kills one of these 2 creatures. Maybe not Tabernacle. Maybe just 2 Glimmerposts. Maybe Karakas. Man, the Knights turned on though is the thing. Well, in any case, we're just dead. And we're not going to get that trophy. But you got to see how so very, very close we came. Modo. It was a good game though. Enjoyed it. Let's try and get the 4-1. Disappointing 4-1. Alright, here goes round 5. We're on the play. A little disappointing. We're not going to get the trophy, but you know what? I've had a fun league. This will be a good league to post. Show the Stompy Post deck a bit. So I'm happy you got to see some of this deck in action now. A little bit worried after that Oops All Spells round that we weren't going to get any good content. Mull this. As far as like mulling and keeping with this build, you usually want to ship hands that don't have either Cloudpost or Ancient Tomb. Either of your 2 means of mana acceleration. Or Once Upon a Time as well. That could potentially be either of those cards. But this has Cloudpost, so let's keep this. And put back a Forest. Playing out this deck also, you just have to... A lot of times you just play into Wasteland if they have it. So the high land count actually allows you to eat Wastelands a little bit more liberally than the other builds. Ooh. Man, I really hope they don't Wasteland again, this Yavimaya. Otherwise, I'll have nothing to Vesuva. I don't even have anything great to Vesuva right now. Anyway, so... I don't even know what I'd like them to play here. Ancient Tomb. Ooh, that's not the worst. I like that. Alright, let's play the Rejuvenator. Maybe we find Cloudpost. We can resume mana ramping. Really don't think I want another Ancient Tomb. Yeah, like even if I did draw a like Prime Time, I don't even have the mana thus far to get that down next turn. Yeah, I need some non-Ancient Tomb to Vesuva as well, so let's just get Cavern here. Let's say Giant here. That was kind of disappointing though, not gonna lie. Man, so many cards to look at their hand. I'm eager to see what's up. What are we up against? Life of them? Ooh. Not good. It's like lands? I don't really know. Will there ever be a window to snag that loam with Thought-Knot? I really don't think there will be. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, what's the best way to go about this? I believe the safest way, if I want to, the goal is to get Prime Time down next turn is to play out a Spyglass. And then Vesuva will become an Ancient Tomb. The Spyglass naming Wasteland, of course. And even the second Spyglass being played out is not the worst. And yeah, let's do that. So let's play to this prime time. Let's Spyglass immediately. See what's happening. This deck again. Knight of the Reliquary, Wasteland. Does this thing kill 2 mana cards? No. Yes. Okay. Reason to run Spyglass over Needle. Love it. Okay, let's say Wasteland here. And then say Knight of the Reliquary with the second Spyglass. And then just hope it's good enough. I hope the prime time happens next turn. And then from there, we shall see. Another Spyglass. The resurgence of Knight of the Reliquary in Legacy has definitely been a challenge for Post. Probably mentioned that earlier. I feel like I said that recently, but that's always a bad thing for this deck. Okay, we're gonna go to 12 off these 2 tombs. That 2 damage with the Ancient Tomb is a very real drawback, gotta say. I'm thinking Cloudpost, Eye of Ugin as the lands here. Not super concerned about a knight right here. These things are getting kind of big though. Sweet. Okay, let's do some simple math here. Is it better to play this, not take 2 from Tomb, or to gain 2 but do take 2? Okay, it's definitely play this out here. Play it before the Cloudpost. Saves us on more life by tapping 1 less Ancient Tomb. Math skills. Simple addition. Is weakened, I feel like. Being so far out from school. Next, Cloudpost. Glimmerpost gains us either 2 life or 1 life. But it's saving us 2 from the tombs right here. Because of this wonderful card called Yavimaya. Green. Okay, let's get Cloudpost Eye. Pretty good draw there. Like Glimmerpost. One long time question I had while playing this kind of build is like, do I want a Bajuka box somewhere in the 75? And this kind of a spot is one where I wouldn't mind having it available. Although I guess it would probably likely be in the sideboard if I was going to run it. Yeah, so seeing this opponent, that hand with like the Kaya especially, makes me think this is more like traditional Maverick than it is the green-white depths list. And so I guess it doesn't change too much of how I want to sideboard. But I'm definitely bringing Ballistas and Tabernacle in. Let's just cut Thought-Knots. That's pretty, the setup I'm running here for this league, the Rex Sages and Maindeck are like the new addition that I'm testing out here. So you probably know from the intro. And I feel like with the setup, like just the sideboard swaps are very clean, very simple. So going forward with this list, I probably will stick with like the 3 Thought-Knots. Yeah, I probably will retry this list at some point. But take a look at my deck list, take a look at my 29 lands. If you had to cut one of those lands, tell me what you think I should cut. Gotten some ideas about what I think will be chosen. This is one of those problem hands, like I was saying earlier, that just doesn't have action. But the ramp is there, though. Let's take our chances. Let's just hope we find the action. Let's Tomb Spyglass. Verdant, Taiga Bayou Badlands, Confidant, Force of Vigor low. I think I just still name Wasteland here. I could just be annoying in Verdant Catacombs, but that doesn't really do much for me. That Bob is gonna take over the game fairly quickly. So, not only do I need to find some action, I need to find it pretty fast. Maybe it would have been worth naming Catacombs to slow him down that turn. That would take him off Bob at least one more turn. Maybe that would be like the best possible thing I could do at that point. It's in the past now. And how great would be like Walking Ballista to be there. The Force of Vigor is going to be kind of annoying for this Golos here, though. All sorts of postures anyway. Alright. This Golos wasn't going to last long anyway, I guess. I really hope I can just get it down this next turn. Because of that Bob, what's the play now? Or what's the land, I should say. Like, we're getting swords. Golos is getting swords for sure. So now, suppose, what's the best thing I could find here? Because of this Cataracts in hand, no, I like getting Golos down and getting a Cataracts activation in the same turn is out of the question really at this point. So I think the best thing to do here is to definitely play the Golos. Next question is, what land do I want to get? Because of that second Bob, I'm leaning towards getting the Tabby that I sided in. I'll just slow down these stacks with creatures. Yeah, let's get Tabernacle here, though. I like that. I mean, that does give them an out to get rid of their Bobs at some point later in the future if they get low on life, but at this point I would like to just slow what they're doing down. The other option would have been like Eye of Ugin, but I think we're a little bit far away mana-wise still from making the most of that. I think we need to try and find one more like threat, draw into one more threatening card, and then we're probably good. Karakas is out because Golos is not living a turn. I guess they're going to Force of Vigor, hit Spyglass and Golos. Oh, well, Tabernacle is still going to annoy the fuck out of him. That's fine. If he gets super, super lucky, maybe Rejuvenator just finds the eye. How awesome would that be? Interesting. Kind of happy they did that and not the Force of Vigor. Maybe they don't have another green card. I don't know. Plague Engineer. Plague Engineer. If I draw like a Ballista, I'm kind of inclined to get rid of my Tabernacle at some point in the near future. If they just take enough damage, then I guess at that point I should just kill the Bobs. Another reason I love Ballista. Yeah, Tabernacle, giving them an out. But yeah, Ballista is just getting opponents to get really greedy, go really low in life, make them kick themselves when they don't respect my ability to deal damage. I don't know if they're going to name this Dryad. Interesting. Glad they didn't say Elf. Well, that doesn't do a ton for me anyway, I suppose. Let's play that. That gives Tabby the ability to give us some mana, as well as make the tomb less painful. Alright, there's a Cloudpost at least. Now we're pretty close to being able to do that Golos Cataracts thing I was saying earlier. If you do happen to draw the Golos. But really any threat will just do at this point. Ooh. Ooh. Force of Vigor is pretty painful off Bob. And so if they swing with their Bob here... Okay. Never mind then. Like, at what point am I gonna hope that their Bob could just kill them? Because if I want their Bob to stick around, I could just Chasm and get rid of my Tabby that way. Also, what am I looking to remove? I could name Chalice on 4 and stop Force of Vigor. That's really funny. You know what? I'm a fan of funny things. I'd like to do that. The smarter move would probably be white, but... Or 1. Yeah, the number white. Let's do a Chalice on 4, though. Assert our dominance with Chalice of the Void. Yeah, I guess they have to fire it off right now to kill the Spyglass. And I stop future Force of Vigors, which will likely be pitched one to the other. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna Chasm away my Tabernacle. Maybe this Bob just kills him. They've taken quite a bit of damage from the Bob already. 10 mana between Engineers and Forces. It's funny. This also takes them off of Slaughter Games. Or I guess that can't be countered, right? That's the first card that comes to mind when I see this Jund mana base. I hope they're really worried that, like, oh no, that was my way to get rid of my Bob. Oh, they have swords, right? Maybe this Chalice was dumb. That would have been a stupid idea. Ballista is so close to just killing him, though, too, so... Yeah, it's like I was saying. Chalice on 1 probably would have been the smart play. How funny would it be if they, like... game-ending play of the game. They, like, forget the Chalice on 4 is happening. And they go to play, like, a Jace or something. And their Jund deck. Jesus, what is this? Boom. This is a funky deck. Threatening card, please. Ooh. Another great thing about Chasm in this deck, you don't take damage from Ancient Tomb. Ooh, Eye of Ugin and Ballista. Now we're not quite there just yet. So I think we get the Eye of Ugin. It's at risk of getting wastelanded, but other than that, we search up something here And at the very least can cast that next turn. Maybe even that very Ballista. But I think we definitely just get Eye here. Let me make sure it's not dead to like combat damage as well. Okay, yeah, nah. They have 7 power. These Plague Engineers are pretty weak. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So there's going to be an interesting thing come up next turn if it gets to that. If I can dodge a Wasteland for one more turn, the mana is so close to Emrakul that I'm going to choose to keep the Chasm around for one more turn in order to use that to give me an extra mana via Yavimaya, of course, and cast the Emrakul itself. Some of those things I thought about, but I haven't actually seen it come up yet. This might be the day. That'll give us exactly 13 mana with what we have. You can also just get Ballista and kill them that way, but they probably have their swords in hand too, so that would be poor. Not the greatest. Maybe there'll be an awe of us just barely casting this Emrakul. Oh, what's this? Don't do something, opponent. Don't take me away from this. Waited a long time. Oh, loam, okay. Watch this, opponent. Oh, they conceded. Oh, well. It would have been really cool to just barely have enough Emrakul mana, and to do so by keeping a Chasm around. I didn't need to otherwise. But yeah, that was a fun league, everyone. 4-1. I feel like that's better than the usual Reclaimer list has done in recent times. So, if that says anything. But yeah, once again, if you enjoyed the Stompy Post list, or if you'd like to see other variations and brews of Cloudpost decks in general, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I love this brew. It's probably my favorite non-Reclaimer list version. And if people want to see it developed further, I can definitely do that for the YouTube channel. So until next time, everybody, thanks a lot. And yeah, take it easy.